Now, GJ or let me read this. GJ urges extreme caution in coverage of Asanteman Dormaahene feud. GJA, the Ghana Journalists Association, they have not pressed for Ahmed Swale's murders to be exposed. They have not said anything about Canadian-Japan statement. Or Kasa Dampare knows who murdered Ahmed Swale. GJA, they have not made a statement. There is video evidence. Ghana Journalists Association, none of them have come out with a statement to say Kennedy said this, so you Dampare, you know something, say it. And a journalist had been shot dead. We have GJ in Ghana saying they represent journalists. So I keep telling young journalists in Ghana and those in it say, you see your leadership. They don't care about fellow journalists being killed broad daylight. But back to this issue. And the issue is GJ is urgent. Now, the issue between Otumfuo and Dormaahene, to be very honest with you, I don't see any fight here. So because Otumfuo and Dormaahene, I don't understand the person. In fact, we are even supposed to be happy from what is happening because the two chiefs are telling us or educating us on our history. Unless you don't understand what is happening will not bring any war. What is happening is the two chiefs are trying to explain, break things down, educate us on our history. I listened to Dormaahene and I listened to Otumfuo. You could see, they are all endowed with knowledge about our history, and we need to know our history. So when a chief steps out and unapologetically or specifically speaks on things and our history that he was told that has not been changed, I don't see that chief as threatening or causing harm or fighting anybody. The same way as when a chief responds to a statement from another chief about the history, they are distorting of history as time goes on. History, idea, as we move forward, people try to change it. People try to touch it. Like Otumfuo, like Dormaahene, they are trying to let the young ones like us understand Dormaahene almost pine, almost bile, almost bonyon, ehina sorry. Otumfuo said to do so Asanteman, baby, almost 2 million, almost bonyon da, baby, almost fruma, edda. So I don't see any problem here when a chief steps out to speak on the history of his people. When a chief steps out to respond to history, where is the fight? There's no fight unless you people are reading meanings into what we are talking about. Unless a chief or one of the chiefs is lying to protect lies they've spoken all these years. But between the two, so far, I have been learning a lot. I have been reading a lot from them. I have been understanding a lot from them. So I give them credit for letting us know, baby, that has been touched and that has been changed. We need to have a dialogue. We need to have a conversation. I am for ahini nim omunomutumi hu ya bakosem. In the send Dormaahene eka abakosem atre Ghana for senior Asanteman Doma esia ye mrebia sebio yenyina yedua culture studies. That is how we got to know about a year Konfonoche. That is how we got to know about a year Konfonoche say onya santini sebio Konfonoche krano onya santimemi ne wo no. That is how we got to know say Otumfuo said to nana no mo ko prempa mo ko ntokwa no say na siye bosia ko yodi de tikoje kirema. There is a history behind it. So and the Dormaahene pie na say or church nsemu na Otumfuo so think to say he needs to rectify some things. Where is the feud? Where is the confusion? Because it is the core responsibility of the people who lead us traditionally to break our history down to us, for us to understand as we move forward. So your hine na so untumi nkyere eye wakonnwa obekosem ana nipa mu di wechi obekosem na wo hine na wudi na ase kyere sen. Me papa your man hine obusa ne say eye abrode ebusia obo eye akonnwa oteso onkyere obebi abrode kraman a eye ejaso na no ana kenten a obekyere mu, because eye ne nananom na kyere no eye history no before he got to this position. So I don't see anybody saying, Edin Tokobeba, Dormaahene, the first thing he did was to explain to Ghanaians, baby Doma sati free, and Dema Doma Ejin, and the Doma from Dormaahene. Otumfuo said to do so, Ejin say, Asanteman or no so, Abakosimo Bexre, Asanteman Dino, Asanteman ye say. Nan Kenya Otumfuo said to Ankaminim Dase Kwame Nkrumah no pass to Fuasem. It's part of our history. We need to research. We need to go into it. Wow, me, wow, me. Did you ever know? So Kwame Nkrumah in our history never liked Ashantis. And your 2-4 said to the catcher yende. We need to be learning from these chiefs. Sabio and the Ghana, nobody's going to be stupid to pick a cutlass and pick a gun and say, me kwa Asanteman, Dormaahene or Parkway, so yanko, actually Jimmy. But what they are doing to us, they are really helping enrich our culture. They are helping us to understand where we are from and why we are here today and why we need to protect our history and culture. And nobody should read meanings and start sending messages around the field and nothing is going to happen. And so far, people are discrediting people because some people to know the truth. So we need to establish the truth. How do we establish the truth? Yet krom ha to Ekufuado akofane papa akosi your history mu. Die ne papa ni mu kura no de papa ka ho. We know it's a lie. Who is going to tell us the truth until people who were living in that generation come out to speak? That is when we will get to know the truth. Ekufuado is altering history. What are we doing? Or the nyome bi share your money tima anyhow. And then Okohe Life Schools book, culture studies, social religious. In summer anyone Ekufuado by way, share books him. And then ye share yamba no na yenya ahemfo akese na mo say ende de omato omo hwesi wo se omo be kire abekosemu abekire bebi a omo man free abekire eye history a eta eye omo hinie ene eye nyoma e de omo bedu bebi omudura adenti na ebufu mediem makomemu a anka ahemfo so sorry no mo so bie camera nsi omo so no mo kire mu ade krontia ekuro wei eye kuro kitwa enso man hini na tim okọ mikro ma yeldo a eye kuro kitikiti enso ekuro no oyo man hini utumi ko kuro bi so kakraka ekuro no di kuro na di so edi ntina ma ne basa eye nananom eye history eye abakosem eye nchirechiremu. So this should give our chiefs, because so your hini na woni mo abakosem a you don't deserve to be a chief. And Dormaahene and Kanchiro Obia so Obia Bodam. Dormaahene and Obia Dormaahene set the record straight. The same as Otumfuo said to came to sit down to set the record straight. What do we lose here? We gain a lot, because this is what we have been looking for, waiting for, this kind of knowledge. Because now we mean that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah hated Ashantis. And Otumfuo said to Nekacheye. Now we that. So Kwame Nkrumah not Asante. I have never heard this in my history. I have never learned about this. Today we need to research why na Kwame Nkrumah pass Asante. Is it the reason why today Amanchichemu bia bagana na? This is one thing or two for Edia check Ghana for say Monkosua history no. Say yenya Asante na Kwame Nkrumah no asem. Adentina no pass Asante. Ebi Otumfuo has a case there. Ebi ananano mo mudi nka ba no omanchiremu anchireye. But Otumfuo said to Atikoko has been able to tell us, how on saying, why are you making issues out of nothing? The GJ should take care of more important things. We are enjoying what is happening. I am learning a lot. We are very, very happy. Otumfuo and Dormaahene are letting us know our history. I expect other chiefs to come out, tell us how their respective clans, their respective backgrounds, how they were able to dominate, how they've been able to maintain that royalty till date. And yet a good year, and yet chains. Sebio se omnipane beka semna and yet the shano and the chreso nimnyansa na eyedifina no, but the message is more important. Sebio sa oka se go be committee making the sense met my catch on authority. I have for 90% of more Ghana a good year go omkomuna eyalomi. So we should not look at people, the kind of cloth, the kind of jewels they are wearing, to listen to the history. We need to listen, absorb, research, and see who is lying. It does not represent anything. What the people want from our chiefs is the knowledge, impact, the development. What can they do in their respective positions to bring development? Force politicians to listen to them. The culture we are leaving behind, our customs we are leaving behind. It is the responsibilities of these traditional leaders to enlighten us about it. So, Otumfuo, any Dormaahene assembly, a good news for Ghana. It will let us know the lies in our history, and it is also going to educate us about the good things and things that will help us sustain our culture. So, with me, I have no problems, and nothing is going to happen. Nobody's going to fight. So bufua nebia o asembi o ha ompeso beka o wantrobia o kataso, because I don't see what any of them have done etumima obi bufu. I don't expect Dormaahene to get angry, and I don't expect Otumfuo to get angry. Sebio asembi o ho imrebi na okra eni nkura edi agrobom e one area. okra ne mma eni nkura ne mma de bia nwumbre no mo hia bonte no mo di agro na one day okra ne free krom baaye no e na ofre ne mba ne ko hye dem e na ekura ne so baaye no so mo so mo mbehye dem e na okra ne tu ne mba ne fo se wunim se sankofo no mo di agro oye duane sankora no mo ye duane mamo e wo se mo chi omo na mo wi omo because ye ne nkra de nkura de ne omo ndi agro nkura ne so ko hye dem no e na omo ma me ka kire omo se wunim sankofo no mo di agro omo ye dangerous omo betuma chimawe inti monhwe mu ye wenya nkofo so mo di agro asem na me ka kire mo no ena nkura no se ma yate ena nkura no se ma yate ade chi anopa no ena nkra no ebebo egura ne dan mu because that time mumia parents ko edwuma ena mbom kokoko nkra mombra bontene ne nkodi agro na nkra no se nkura mombra bontene ne nkodi agro as you always mode mompie na momra wodi masem nkura ne ka kire mo sa wo maame wotufo a yenso ye maame etuyefo e kire wu twantro ena obubefu sa wo maame etufo a obisu maame etunufo so maame aka bakosama kire a obisu maame aka bakosama kire no. It is important to respect our culture, so nobody should blot this out and say ntokobesi ntokobesi baby a so ho eden a obisu ho eden wo ye bema obisu ye bema se abakosam no wonim se no kure na wo kan mema obumfu kirem ma onana no monte ase me see 90% of ahennie ene ahemfo mo Ghana egudi egu omukomu eyalomi yazo bibia nim just to represent. Those things represent, they don't have any value. The value we need from our chiefs is the wisdom they are impacting us today. Dormaahene otumfo omo de nyansa omo de abakosam ehietim. Let us learn and ignore this when we kuntokwa. They themselves understand, so they need to teach the culture. Me the mafa wom nyina say na minim da and make us otumfo say to nyame hiraw me blesso wonkwa nyame ntum manusi sumna so nana wonkwa so enya wanka minim se kwame nkruma no tansantefo never. But you have told me something. I am researching and I will make sure say I'll add this to our history. Dormaahene so can it is important we respect culture. It is important we respect people who want to help us understand our culture. Other chiefs should come out and let us know how their culture, their background, the bile of their ancestors, where it was buried. It is important. Into my way and bear problem. The GJA should find a better way to address their own issues. There are lots and lots of things they need to discuss. Sa aseme AC enyen tokwa yabakosem no mochire. The GJA should address Ahmed Swala ye bone to Kennedy Japan ka say the current IGP Dampari knows who did it. And no na ye pese GJA a petition to the IGP to come out and deny or confirm. Mamunjai sa Jimmy, with all due respect, it's important we as a people start to look at these things very well. I'll be right back after this short break. I just want to take a water break. It's important. Okay. So sure.